Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're talking about how to get hired at a cannabis dispensary shop in 2021. Ace your budtender dispensary interview today. So I got a few tips for y'all. Haven't made a video in a while. All my videos are kind of past, like old, so I thought I'd do an updated video. So some tips to get hired is have a resume. I'm gonna jump right into it. Tip number one is to have a resume. Just because it's a cannabis dispensary doesn't mean don't have a resume. I would say that's pretty professional to have one. If you need resumes, I got you. You can check the description down below. I got resumes on deck that fit the description of a working at a cannabis dispensary, especially if you have no experience. Now, you can be honest and say you don't have experience, like I did in my first interview, and I still got hired. Or you could say you don't have experience, and you may not. So it's up to you. But I do have resumes if you guys want to check that out. That's in my cannabis job package, which will be down below in the description. Tip number 2 is a cover letter. If you really want to put the icing on the cake, attach a cover letter with your resume. Resumes are great, but guess what? A cover letter is greater. So I do have cover letters as well and resumes. It comes in my cannabis job package. You get both. My cannabis job package is $19.99, especially if you have no experience whatsoever. It's pretty helpful. Tip number 3 is to dress professionally. I have seen girls walk in there wearing anything and get hired. Those are the lucky girls, but not everybody's that lucky. So in my interviews, when going to these type of interviews, I did dress professionally. If you want to know how to dress for your cannabis dispensary interview, you can click this iCard at the top. I made a video about that, and it's still pretty accurate. Tip number 4 is to study the shop menu before your interview. So I'm not sure if you guys can find the name of the shops. Usually in California, they don't say the name until like they call you for the actual interview. It's kind of like a mystery. I will read a actual ad for an interview in a minute. But you can study on leafly.com. Search the shop on there if you're in California. I'm not sure that these apps are accurate for everywhere. Usually I know California. The other app you can use is WEED Maps. Gotta spell it because I don't want to get flagged. But yeah, you could check out either one of those apps and then see if the shop comes up. Or you could just check on Craigslist to see if they have the address attached to the ad, the Craigslist ad, to see if you can search the address. Sometimes the shop will come up on Google. And number 5 is know your weights. I'm gonna put a picture of that on the side as well. Gotta know your main weights. Obviously didn't know my weights because I didn't smoke. Like I have before, but not really. I don't smoke, So I really didn't know much about weights, but I did learn everything on the job, like the 3.5, an eighth, and then like a half, quarter, all that, So be sure to know your weights. And that is also in my cannabis job package as well. You can even get a mini template down below in my description. That's $2. So I have a whole section on my site that helps you guys prepare for your interview from $2 all the way to $20. So just so you guys know, everything will be down below. And then the last tip I do have for you guys is great customer service skills. Most people do have customer service skills, but when you're working in a shop, it's kind of hands-on. And the rush hours they have, for happy hours, shall I say, can get crazy. So you do have to have great customer service skills. That's one job where I probably had customer service skills all around and didn't have an attitude because it was show, So in a time of like rushing, I like tried to make sure that I stayed calm, because if the managers see, because they be watching you while you ringing somebody up, weighing something, they're literally right there watching you. Like, you better not catch your attitude and just like, So be sure you're on your P's and Q's, your toes, So I'm going to show you guys a Craigslist ad to show you like what these ads look like on Craigslist when trying to apply. Let me see. So right here it says Cannabis Dispensary hiring. Or it says Cannabis Dispensary. They're hiring a experienced budtender. This was a random ad I found on Craigslist, in Los Angeles under the customer service part on the jobs when you're looking for jobs on Craigslist. So it says currently hiring for full-time and part-time budtender. When you're applying for these jobs, be honest. Don't say, oh, I'll do full-time. And then you get there and be like, I can only do part-time. Because when I said I was open, when I were applying for these jobs, I literally was open. They had me working like not even 40 hours. I'd say 60, probably 70. Like in these shops, especially in Cali, they work you. So be ready. Starting pay. Most people ask me how much is the starting pay when being a budtender. You can click this iCard at the top. I actually go into detail about like how much I did used to make. But right here it says starting at $15 per hour. Remind you, this is Cali, Los Angeles. Schedule needs to be flexible. Must be able to work weekends, evenings. The dispensary is open 7 days per week. And that's another thing. Dispensaries are open not 24/7, but as far as like holidays, there's no, oh, we're closed on Mondays or Tuesdays. Like, no, they're open 7 days a week. They mean that. Let's see, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. At some shops I used to work at. I used to actually work from open to close. So if it was 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., I was there all day. Yes. Those were called like, I forgot, double shifts, or not double, it's another word for that. But yeah. It says candidates must have experience, great customer service, product knowledge, possesses a positive attitude, and punctual. So if you want to know what they look for, that's it. It says this is an incredible opportunity to join a great team, be a part of an expanding business, and really excel within the cannabis space. And then some people ask me, how old do you have to be? How old do you have to be? It depends on where you are, your state, you know, if it's legal or not. If you're of age. It says candidates must be 21 and older. So for this job, you got to be 21 and up, y'all, just like alcohol. And then the requirements. Please send your resume, picture / Instagram. Not required, but recommended. Interviews will be scheduled next week. Good luck. So that's a whole ad. If you guys ever want to know, you can always go on Craigslist and look. I usually do send my resume, my cover letter, and a picture. I do not send my Instagram because on my Instagram, I've always had like a YouTube channel somewhat. Once I moved to LA, obviously, I didn't want them to know about that. But that's up to you if you want them to know about your social media. I wouldn't, unless just like your social media is like A1, you know. I mean, if you got a lot of followers, they may like that. I don't know. They probably think more customers will come. But yeah, so that's a Craigslist ad, y'all. You can get my cannabis job package down below. That is $19.99. It includes the resume and the cover letter. Or you can get a mini template interview. That's $2. Or you can just get the resume and cover letter by itself. That's $10. But all that will be down below. Hope this video was helpful. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I might do some more videos if you guys want me to, but I pretty much talked about everything. You can check the playlist down. You can check my Cannabis Helper playlist down below. All the helpful information you need will be down below. And be sure to follow my Cannabis Helper page, my Instagram. I have helpful tips on that as well. And I do get a lot of DMs, people asking me, I need advice. What do I do? Hook me up. And I'm just like, I have a whole YouTube channel. Here's the playlist. Here's all the links you need. So just so you guys know, everything will be down below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you get in what you put in when applying. If you don't get hired, keep going. Somebody will hire you. I promise. Peace.